For all her protestations, the Prime Minister's deal does not meet her own criteria. Her negotiations sadly have resulted in the punishment deal which she feared. Her insistence that her deal is a good deal is not accepted by the House. Overwhelmingly, the House has rejected this on 2 occasions. But instead of accepting the verdict of the House, she is stubbornly continuing to assert that her deal is a good deal. And now she's holding a pistol to our heads by threatening that we will lose Brexit altogether. Mr. Speaker, it is intolerable that the Prime Minister is asking those of us who oppose her deal to tear up our manifesto commitments and break our word to our constituents and to our electors. I'll give it.
To the honourable gentleman, and I agree with his analysis. The Prime Minister's negotiating position and skills have been pathetic. If the opposition lay down a motion of no confidence, will he vote for it? Because that is the logic of his position.
Well, frankly, I would seriously consider that issue because it seems to me that I expressed no confidence in the Prime Minister when we had a vote within our own parliamentary party, and my considered opinion now, Mr. Speaker, is that were a similar vote to be held, the Prime Minister, there would be an overwhelming vote against the Prime Minister and an expression of no confidence in the Prime Minister. So one then thinks about the logical extension of that, and I'm not going to make any promises to the honourable gentleman now, but obviously it would need the leader of the opposition, essentially, to initiate such a move. And then, obviously, I think people on this side who feel that they are being betrayed will actually look carefully at the implications flowing from that. Obtaining a parliamentary majority for the Prime Minister's deal is now beyond reach. It is pure fantasy to think otherwise. The Prime Minister's deal doesn't even satisfy the requirement for which the Prime Minister herself voted of replacing the backstop. Nor does it provide a legal answer to the Attorney General's concern that the Prime Minister's deal would leave the UK with, and I quote, no internationally lawful means of exiting the protocol arrangements save by agreement. Who would want to sign up to that? It means that we have less ability to leave the agreement than we have at the moment to leave the European Union. How can the Prime Minister think that we are seriously going to support that? Our current negotiating team no longer enjoys the trust of Parliament, the European Union, or even many members of the government, as was graphically illustrated last night, Mr. Speaker. Feeling on the Conservative benches now is really strongly against the Prime Minister and her team. She has lost control, and at this most critical moment in our modern peacetime history, we need to change the General. If we were to change the General now, change the Prime Minister, then I think there is a case for a short extension to Article 50, but in no other circumstances.
Thank you.